I want to see if I can get this commitment out of you. We've talked about it, seriously. I haven't gotten this commitment. I haven't really pushed you. Tonight I'm going to do it. One of the issues all over is the issue of people getting tickets for every kind of thing you can possibly imagine. You turn around, like you're a second late to your meter, like it's like
zero tolerance.
And zero tolerance. I mean, I wish we had zero tolerance for other things, but people are driven crazy by this. And in fact, I told you a story that actually happened to me. My mother. I took my mother home after the weekend, being at our house. My mother's an elderly woman. She's listening to the show now, so I'm going to tell you she's in great shape. She's not elderly. She doesn't want me to say that. But, she uses a cane, and I take her out of the car. Sunday morning, East 14th Street, right? There's no traffic. There's no problem, right? And I watch very, very carefully. I just want to get her up the steps safely, and there's nowhere to park. I can't do it a block away. Anyway, what happens is, before I could turn, like coming out of the air, you have someone there at the car, and I'm getting a ticket. What is it, $125?
Yeah.
$125. And I didn't even, something, I didn't even say anything to the woman. I didn't even start, because she started writing, and she's told to do this, and that's the end. There was no point to it. There was no traffic. I wasn't interfering with anybody. I was trying to help an elderly woman who happened to be my mother. Those are the kind of things that make people angry. I want to ask you, we're not talking about, can you commit tonight that when you are elected mayor, with God's help, that you will order your people to take a whole different approach? We're not saying when people deserve, if someone is double parking, blocking someone else, and disrespecting other people, give them a ticket for $500, I don't care. But, this zero tolerance where you're killing people, and people don't have money to they can't buy food on the table, and they're being killed. I want to know, when you are elected mayor, are you going to commit to us tonight, to this city, really? Not that you're going to. I don't want some cheap promise, you know what I mean, that someone in the press will say, but that there will be a complete look at the entire, that it be enforcement rather than raising money.
It's revenue.
And that's the one thing it needs to be about. And the phrase I've used, it is no longer about enforcement.
So are you ready to commit to that when you are elected mayor?
To make it about enforcement and not revenue, yes. To bring back something that has been missing for a while, common sense. We're looking at people these days, used to see, and I hear it from the merchants in Borough Park, I hear it from merchants and others all across the city of New York. Someone would double park, and they're in the car. Somebody gets out to go into the store, the driver's still in the car. They used to knock on the window and ask you to move. That doesn't happen anymore. Now they walk by.
They come right behind you and start writing.
Or walk over and scan instantly, so you have an instant ticket. We need to employ common sense again, and I think that's what, no one's talking about not paying attention or enforcing the law. It's about common sense.
Okay, listen, I'm holding you to that. I'm going to be on your back as soon as you're there, Matt.
Hold me to that, because there'll be thousands or millions of others across the city who will do the same.